on, everyone? Welcome to another day of this swell. I think this is like the fourth day in a row. Still got the crazy onshore wind. Waves are still breaking around 3 to 5 feet. We now have Invest 92L has a pretty good shot of becoming a depression before it makes landfall somewhere south of the region that I live. I live in Georgia. It's supposed to make landfall near the Georgia and Florida border. And that means we're still going to have those gnarly onshore winds. So the conditions for the next couple of days still going to be pretty choppy, but we do have that reinforced swell from the area of low pressure, the Invest that the National Hurricane Center is watching. So it's an active season, and we've already got our second area that's impacting us, sending us some waves in the past 2 weeks. So excited for that. I'm actually going out live on Tybee to report live about the conditions out on the ocean and report a little bit on rip current safety. So should be fun. Let's go do it.
On Tybee Island, where meteorologist Brian Michigan is, where they are still going to be dealing with high surf and dangerous beach conditions into the weekend. Brian, tell us about those safety tips for if you're caught in a rip current.
Yeah, thank you, Scott. Again, we are still watching these dangerous conditions out here on Tybee Island. We do have Invest 92L spinning just off of our coastline. That's reinforcing that swell that's sending into our coast, as well as that strong onshore wind that's giving us that high risk for rip currents. Now, Tybee Island beach lifeguards still have those double red flags up, but as you can see some swimmers still taking the risk behind me as they're swimming out there at the moment, trying to cool off under the hot summer sun. Now, just the other day, we did capture a video of a rip current that was forming just north of the Tybee Island Beach Pier, and you can see here there's two things I want you to take note of. One is the discoloration in the water. Now, those lighter brown shadings, that's that sand and sediment being kicked up by the rip current as it's moving out to sea. Now, the other thing you'll notice is that not many waves are able to break in a rip current. That's because that with that strong current flowing out to sea, it's impeding on the waves that are flowing in towards the shoreline. So when you're able to spot a rip current, you're going to look for one, that discoloration in the water, and two, you're going to look for there's not much wave action to be had. Now, if you are ever stuck in a rip current, the number one thing to do is to not panic. That is the number one thing that swimmers do to get themselves into trouble. Usually, if a swimmer panics, they end up wearing themselves out, and instead of saving their energy to swim back towards shore. What you're going to want to do is let that rip current take you out, save your energy, and then swim parallel to the shoreline. So at Tybee Island, you're either going to swim north or you're going to swim south where that rip current is. And usually a rip current is only just a few feet wide with some of these currents that we see here on Tybee Island, so it won't take long to swim out of them, and then once you swim parallel to the shoreline, you'll eventually be able to return to shore. But if you are too tired, if you ever stuck in the rip current, just float on your back and wave towards lifeguards that are on the beach, and they'll be able to assist you. That's why it's so important to be swimming where lifeguards are on duty, especially during their normal hours of operation. That's it for me here on Tybee Island. For more graphics on how you can see to keep yourself and your family safe, head over to WSAV.com or the WSAV News app for the latest. Guys, back to you.